Yeah, what it do, YouTube, man? It is your boy Solid back with another solid reaction. And today we got Manu Ginobili, who was a basketball genius. So we're going to check this video out, man. I hope y'all guys are ready because I'm going to be dropping a whole lot of videos. It's coming real quick. So, man, thank you guys for checking out this video, man. We are on our road to 10K, bro. I'm trying to get there by the end of the year. So if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like this video because it might be more content just like this that you enjoy. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out and see exactly what's going on, man. But let's get into this one and see what it's about. Almost pressed the wrong one.
Spurs legend Manu Ginobili was finally inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame.
I thought that shit was too late, too.
We break down the top moments that defined Manu's unforgettable career. Spurs general manager R.C. Buford first scouted Manu in 1997 in Australia at the 22 and under World Championships. He was like a wild colt out there, Buford told ESPN, just doing crazy shit. Some of it made sense, and some of it didn't. In June 1999, Manu checked all the mock drafts, and none of them had me going anywhere, he recalled in 2013. So Manu, who was with Argentina's national team, preparing for a game in such a remote spot of the Brazilian Amazon that it was only accessible by airplane or boat, forgot all about it on draft night and went to sleep. Having won its first NBA title just a few days prior, San Antonio picked Manu at number 57. Someone woke me up in the middle of the night to tell me, Manu told the San Antonio Express News in 2013. I said, they're the defending NBA champions. Are you sure? I had no idea they were even looking at me. I was excited, for sure. Then again, at 57, I knew the chances of playing were not that good.
Bro, that's humble beginnings right there. I'm coming in at 57th overall. Like, I went to sleep last night playing for fucking Beijing. I wake up, I'm in the NBA. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, dang. And you on a remote island?
Born into a basketball family, Manu benefited from his Italian ancestry by using his citizenship rights to move there in 1998, first to Reggio Calabria and then Italian powerhouse Kinder Bologna. In 2 seasons with Kinder, Manu was named league MVP both years. He also led the team to an Italian championship and 2 Italian Cup titles, as well as the 2001 EuroLeague crown, where he also collected MVP honors at the Final Four.
Like, honestly, look, this is me just talking honestly. Every time I see players that come from Europe, I'm really starting to think that Europe might be the way to go. Like, real talk, like, I think Europe might be the way to go. Like, I'm not saying F college, but no, that's what I'm saying, F college. Because the simple fact of the matter, if you're really good at it and this is your craft and you know you're not trying to do extra stuff, like, I can understand if you don't think basketball is going to be your end outcome, maybe college is for you. But if you know this is all you want to do is play basketball, why not just go overseas and play basketball at and play in the league, the Euro League at 16, 15? Why not go over there and just start playing then? Yes, you're going to ride the bench, but you'll be playing against grown men. So your skill level is going to rapidly grow. And then when you get to the age where you're about 20, you're going to be very good. When you're 18, you're going to be very good. You're going to be able to crush any college team by yourself, basically. Like, you'll be able to compete with those guys and get it in. I've seen Manu do it. Luka Doncic came in year 1 and has been running Dallas with an iron fist ever since he got there. We watched Manu Ginobili come in. He worked himself up. He didn't even play. I think he played his first season because he was that good. I'm starting to look at these European players and I'm starting to say, America, we got a problem because these boys is coming to play.
Some of Manu's biggest moments transpired in the Argentina team uniforms. In this one, he lofted an off-balance shot just a fraction of a second before the final buzzer to give Argentina an 83-82 victory over Serbia on the opening day of the 2004 Summer Games in Athens. On the final play, Ginobili levitated and leaned into one of his most memorable shots, rolling to the ground just as the basketball banked off the glass and into the hoop. It was almost impossible, Manu said at the time. Once it left my hand, I knew it was good. This is a very special thing. Less than 2 weeks after Manu's buzzer beater against Serbia, he led Argentina with 29 points to defeat the United States 89-81 in the Olympic semifinal, marking the first.
That is the saddest year, boy. Hey, that wasn't even a dream team. That was a nightmare team. Real talk, man. It's like people always think it went from, like Mike's dream team to the redeemed team with LeBron James, but we forget about that team in the middle. And that team in the middle was garbage. We ain't gonna lie. No, they was decent. They just wasn't good enough to beat them niggas. That's all it was.
Since 1988, the Olympic men's basketball gold medal would not go to the U.S. 1 day later, Manu would lead Argentina to the gold. The Americans had put together a team featuring Manu's Spurs teammate Duncan, as well as Allen Iverson, LeBron James, and Stephon Marbury. In 1992, the USA had the best players ever, Manu said after the semifinal win. Here, they are great players, too, but they are young and never played internationally. So, with different rules, it's a whole different thing. The rest of the world is getting better, and the States isn't bringing their best players.
Hey,
in 2005 against the Suns, Manu shot past Quentin Richardson for a left-handed dunk on the first play, setting the tone for what might have been the Argentines' finest performance in a Spurs uniform. At the height of the Spurs rivalry with Mike D'Antoni and Steve Nash's Phoenix Suns in 2005, Manu poured in a career-high 48 points to lead a comeback in which his squad rallied from a 17-point deficit in the fourth quarter to capture a 128-123 overtime victory.
Joe Johnson defending a beautiful.
That lean.
And Ginobili still puts it in.
Oh!
Ginobili a career-high 48.
That's what we talk climbing the tower.
I've never had a game like this, Ginobili said. Manu played with 2 bruised quads and even left the game at one point,
crazy.
Limping off the court after his left ankle was stepped on. He went 16 for 22 from the floor during the game and drained all but one of 12 free throw attempts, a showing that was needed with Tony Parker missing all but one of his 9 shots and Bruce Bowen going 0 for 7. In 2005, San Antonio captured its 3rd title in 7 seasons, and its first without David Robinson. Although Manu struggled in games 3 and 4 in the series, he scored 23 points.
Look at him, look at him.
In the fourth
Gingers, boy, give me that.
Clinching Game 7. Duncan ended up winning Finals MVP, but many believe Ginobili should have been co-MVP, not taken the award outright. Manu averaged 18.7 points and 4 assists in that series, and the Spurs relied on him often in crunch time. In February 2008, Manu and King James had an epic meeting. LeBron scored 39 points, including 18 in the fourth quarter, but even the King would have to pay homage to the Argentine after this one. Manu scorched Cleveland by hitting a career-high 3-pointers en route to scoring a season-high 46 points in a 112-105 win. The Spurs started the fourth quarter trailing by 4, but Manu erased the deficit by going 4 for 4 from long range while scoring 18 points in the final frame. It was unbelievable, James said. There's nothing you can do when a guy gets hot like that. He shot step-back threes. He shot pull-up threes. It was a great performance by Manu.
I think Manu was really good with hair. But nobody compares to Manu with the lake, bro. I swear to God, when I seen that hair start going and I start seeing how he was moving different. He was moving real different.
Manu had another legendary moment as he and the Spurs faced the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Ginobili against Boyd, the pull-up jumper, got it!
Ah, damn.
He nailed it with 6.2 to go, and the Timberwolves call a timeout.
I was looking at Jordan and Brian Russell all over again.
With darting penetration and 1 dribble behind his back, Ginobili rose over Randy Foye at the top of the key with 6.2 seconds remaining to place the exclamation point on a 199 road victory. Manu reeled off 44 points, including 19 in the second quarter during a sequence in which he hit 6 straight 3-pointers over the final 6:33 of the period.
Back to Ginobili, fires again, got it again! Unbelievable!
In typical Manu fashion, he described the winning 17-feet jumper as lucky. I got lucky there. He said, I took a good shot and it went in. In the 2008 Western Conference semifinals, Manu had another clutch moment. Duncan scored 40 points and added 15 boards in San Antonio's 117-115 double overtime win over the Suns in Game 1 of their first-round playoff series. But Manu's driving bank shot with 1.8 seconds remaining sealed the deal in an instant classic game.
Ginobili to the basket, puts it up, banks it in, it's over. The Spurs win.
That's right there. You see that spot?
Scored 24 points on an ugly 10 for 24 shooting night. But the game winner embodied Manu. Even if he struggles over the course of a contest, he has a tendency
when that
to
spot
shine
came
when
in, I knew he was different.
Manu made his first All-Star appearance in 2005, presenting a dilemma for the Spurs. By the halfway point of the 2006-7 season, the staff agreed the Spurs were a better team with Manu coming off the bench, considering it was nearly impossible to spread touches between him, Duncan, and Parker. Coach Pop presented the idea to Manu in January 2007. I don't think I've ever admitted this, even to my staff, Coach Pop told ESPN. But if Manu decided he was not good with it, he was going to start. Whatever he said, we would do it. He deserved that. Despite a burning desire to play with the starters, Manu chose the best interest of the team. His acceptance of a lesser role was significant in establishing San Antonio's winning culture. Manu was rewarded for his sacrifice in 2008, when the league honored him with the Sixth Man Award. Coach Pop joked about where Manu might keep it. He probably wants to take it and shove it up my ass, the coach joked. In 2009, Manu had a bizarre, yet iconic moment. It was Halloween, and with 45.2 seconds remaining in the first quarter of an eventual win over Sacramento, a Mexican free-tailed bat flew around the arena, sending players scurrying. As the bat swooped toward a cowering Kevin Martin, who had just attempted a three-pointer, Manu dipped low to his left, then rose quickly to swat the bat out of midair with his left hand.
Oh, Manu knocked it out of midair!
Nonchalantly, Ginobili picked up the bat, cupped it in his left hand, and walked over to an arena attendant as head trainer Will Sevening ran out to the court to squeeze hand sanitizer into the guard's mitts. As expected, Manu took a humorous approach in describing the episode. "It's just a mouse with wings," he said at the time. "When you can't dunk anymore, you have to find a way to make it into the news. So that's what I did." In Game 1 of the 2013 Western Conference semifinals versus the Warriors, sitting in the locker room, fighting through a stomach virus, Duncan watched San Antonio rally from 16 down over the final 4 minutes of regulation. He returned courtside in overtime to have a front row seat for Manu's Magic with 1.2 seconds left in the second overtime.
I forgot Tracy was on that team.
Golden State led 127-126 with 3.4 seconds remaining.
I don't think they won in 13,
Manu
did they?
knocked down a shot for a 129-127 win.
An incredible comeback for the Spurs, who take a 1-0 lead.
Manu had missed his previous 7 shots before nailing the winner. "I was wide open, so I didn't have any other option," Manu told TNT's David Aldridge immediately after the game.
If I could have thought about it and do something else, I could have. Probably a second shot I made all day. Good timing, though.
The basketball world wondered whether the 36-year-old Manu was washed up coming off an emotionally draining loss in the 2013 NBA Finals. But with 2:47 remaining in the second quarter of Game 5 of the 2014 Finals, Manu delivered one of his most triumphant postseason moments with a driving dunk on Chris Bosh in San Antonio's championship-clinching win.
He pushed Ray Allen out the way,
Team
too,
doctors
when he
revealed
came
a
with
month
it.
later that Manu had been playing with a stress fracture in his leg. "I went hard, and once I was in the air, I felt like I had a shot and tried," Ginobili said. "I think it helped the team, too, to get pumped up." Manu followed up on the ensuing possession with a step-back three-pointer over LeBron James, capping a vintage first half for him. He produced 14 points on 5 of 7 shooting off the bench as San Antonio went on a 41-18 run over the final 17 minutes of the first half. 3 years later, in the 2017 playoffs against the Rockets, Manu had another iconic moment.
Here's Harden, Ginobili's on him.
Give me this. Yes, sir. Give me the whole goddamn thing. Give me nothing. Don't give me a piece. Give me the whole goddamn cookie. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go.
With 0.3 seconds left to play in overtime,
He put his whole
Manu
hand
crept
on
up
it.
from behind and swatted away James Harden's final attempt at tying Game 5 to preserve a Spurs victory. "I know where his shot releases from, and he went by me," Manu said of the final play of the game. "So I tried to bother him as much as I could, and I saw I found myself very close to the ball. So I went for it. It was a risky play, but it was also risky to let him shoot. So I took my chances." Manu hates revisiting this moment, describing it as super awkward because he felt he was being retired, even though he hadn't made such an announcement. But as the seconds ticked away in San Antonio's 129-115 elimination loss to the Warriors, the remaining fans at the Spurs arena stood, waved Spurs towels, and chanted for Manu as they walked off the court to a standing ovation with 2:25 remaining.
You put him with Tony Parker and Tim Duncan, the winningest trio in NBA history.
Ginobili, like, what the hell going on today?
Just before the game, Coach Pop informed the Argentinian he would make his first postseason start since 2013. If it was going to be Manu's final game, Coach Pop wanted to make sure to honor him. Even after the lopsided loss, Spurs fans continued their Manu chants as Ginobili walked off the court and headed into the tunnel toward the locker room. Tell us in the comments, what is your favorite Manu moment?
Oh man, that's a great one, man. I'm a big Manu Ginobili fan. I really like who he is as a player. I mean, I'm not a Spurs fan, don't get me wrong, but as an NBA fan, Manu Ginobili is very gifted, man. He was one of the main players to give us some of the greatest things like I use today. Like the Euro step, I freaking overused that thing to the maximum in school because I just loved it because it was nice. And Manu made it look like he made it. I don't know how to, it just looked so smooth when he did it. It looked like he was suave with it. But, man, that was a great video, man. If y'all guys did enjoy this one, man, and y'all want to see me react to more videos, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn your notification on. We are on the road to 10K. And if you guys do not mind, I did start a second channel for my gaming. If that's something y'all guys are interested in or y'all just want to support me in another way, go over there and hit that subscribe button. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.